Oh, wants to bite me. I'm actually going to get chomped. Ready? 1, 2, 3. He's biting me. Oh, he's got me good. He's latched. He's latched. He won't let go. Oh, won't let go. Oh, got one. Oh yeah. Woo, yeah. This, believe it or not, is one of the most famous creatures ever featured on the Brave Wilderness channel. That's right, the original Bloodworm video now has over 73 million views. But in that original adventure, we did leave a few things on the table that are definitely worth revisiting. Namely, the venomous bite of this creature. Actually, did Coyote take a bite?
Ow! Yay!
Did it bite you?
He got me!
I got that!
He got me, I felt it. It was a little pinch.
Let me see. Where'd he get you?
Right there, right in the crux of my finger.
I think we can do better than just a pinch for one of the world's only venomous worms. In fact, we learned something very important about this creature between the last adventure and today that's going to help us achieve a bite on camera. But before I go getting myself chomped for this new bloodworm experiment, we need to find a whole lot more worms than just this one. Let's keep digging. Bloodworms hunt for prey in the tidal mudflats of both the Atlantic and Pacific coasts of the United States and Canada. They have also earned the nickname sludge worm, since their habitat consists of thick mud and quicksand that can easily swallow your boots whole. To find these slimy predators, worm diggers use special rakes to quickly peel back mud and reveal worms on the move that could be sold as prize fishing bait. And while they can be difficult to find, some of the best worm diggers in Maine can collect up to 1,000 worms a day, with the largest ones growing up to 15 inches long. After hours of digging and covered head to toe in mud and sweat, we filled a bucket and set the stage for one of the worst bites we've ever filmed. Welcome to the bloodworm bite table. What I have in front of me here are 5 very large bloodworms. No, these are not your granddad's night crawlers, folks. These are natural born killers. Armed with 4 venomous fangs and an appetite to match, we have been told that these worms pack one heck of a bite. Some people say that it's like a bee sting, and locals have even told us that they've seen worm diggers crawling out of the mudflats in near tears from being bitten by these carnivorous worms. But there is one key piece of information that we learned from the original bloodworm video to today, and that is you can actually head a bloodworm. Similar to how a herpetologist would head a venomous snake to keep it from biting them, I will actually attempt to grab the proboscis once it shoots out and then intentionally inflict my first bite. And yes, I said first bite. There's gonna be more than one. Now what I'm going to try to do is head the proboscis, and while I'm attempting to do this, let's review some of the most interesting facts about this bizarre marine oddity. The bloodworm is a venomous segmented worm that hunts invertebrates and other marine creatures. Armed with 4 razor-sharp fangs and a projectile mouth called a proboscis, they are voracious predators and are as aggressive as they are bizarre. One of the most shocking things about these worms is how normal they can appear and then in a split second transform into one of the most alien-looking life forms you've ever seen. And as if this wasn't creepy enough, things get even worse. Once the bloodworm has its prey ensnared in those hooked jaws, it will inject it with a paralyzing venom that incapacitates the victim, so it can be digested and eaten alive. This venom is chemically similar to that of a scorpion and is known to cause severe reactions in humans, including burning, tissue damage, and anaphylactic shock. Please do not attempt what you're about to see. Oh, almost got it. I missed it. Oh, come on. All right, I got it. Oh, wants to bite me. That is the proboscis of one of the biggest bloodworms I have ever seen. Holy moly. That's over a foot, for sure. Okay, time to get bitten by one of the only venomous worms on the planet, the bloodworm. Got a good hold on it. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Ah! Oh! Yeah, oh, God, he's on me. Oh Oh, look at that. Ah, he won't let go. Ah, he won't let go. Oh. Ah. Oh, he's in. Go, he's really on there, guys. I can't get him off. He's biting me. Oh, he's got me good. Yeah, he got me. Ah, man, it didn't break the skin. It was definitely latched into me, but its fangs I don't think are long enough to break the skin of my finger. I wonder if I try on a softer part. Let's try my wrist. It's a little bit thinner there, a little bit softer. All right, here we go. Let's go in for the second bite on 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah. Oh, yep. See him tug on the skin? Ah, he's latched. He's latched. Ah, yeah. Oh, I can't get him off. Yeah, he's got me. You see that? Ah, keep rolling, keep rolling. I'm gonna try to pry him off. He's really latched on. Come on, let go, let go. Ah, he won't let go. Oh, he won't let go. Gotta get him off. Ah. Oh. Oh yeah. That was a full-on bloodworm bite. Boy, that burns. Gosh, you get that shot?
Got
Those
it.
fangs were all the way latched in. Oh. Oh, that burns. Ooh, man, yes. You can see that there wasn't much blood produced from the bite, but I've got blisters forming, and that's likely due to all the inflammation and swelling. I feel it in the nervous system. My wrist is screaming right now. Super painful burning sensation, a lot like a wasp or a bee sting. Those fangs are like little talons, and it just grabbed right through the skin and did not want to let go. They were like barbs on a fishing hook. They were just in there, and really, I wasn't able to get the worm off until it decided to relax a little bit, and I pried it back. But those fangs are definitely sharp enough. Yikes, that hurt. Now that we've witnessed what a single bloodworm is capable of, let's see what happens when I submerge my hands in over 100 of them. Do bloodworms hunt in packs? We're about to find out. Before I attempt to feed my hands to these four-fanged terrors, let's take a look at what they did to some normal prey from the wild. While related and very similar looking to bloodworms, the sandworm is not nearly as formidable. And after a short time in a small aquarium, we can see they are also very much their food. The venomous bloodworms attacked and broke down the sandworms quickly, and what you're seeing now are signs of both chewing and dismemberment, a clear sign of active predation. If you thought one bloodworm bite was bad, check this out. Whoa! Look at all these worms. That is a container filled with over 100 bloodworms in this tank. And I'm going to attempt to submerge my hands into this tank of bloodworms for 2 minutes. All enough to figure out, do bloodworms hunt in packs? Ready? On 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that feels so weird. Ah, I just took my first bite. Hit me on the pinky. It was a bite and release. Oh, I could feel them. Yeah, I could feel more proboscis going. It's like you could feel them tense up and then poof, it fires out. The anticipation is killing me. If you could see them wriggling, they have their little sensory tips, sensing their environment for anything that they can eat or get those jaws on. Oh, I could see a lot of them are shooting their proboscis out already. They sense something foreign in their environment. I gotta look away. This is like too much anxiety just looking at this container. This has gotta be the creepiest thing I have ever done in my entire life. Just so disgusting, feeling all those worms wriggling around my fingers. One thing that we noticed earlier is that as soon as one of them fires their proboscis, it seems to create a rapid fire effect. They all do it at the same time.
They're going crazy.
They are. Feel them wriggling around my fingers. Oh man, oh yeah. got another one. Oh my goodness, so creepy. All right, how much time left?
30 seconds left.
All right, this has got to be the longest 2 minutes of my life. 2 minutes feels like an eternity. Oh, the bloodworm bite tank. Oh, this is horrible. Give me a countdown.
5.
Got me again.
3.
That's 3.
2. 1.
Definitely got nailed on the pinky on this side, and I got 2 nips between my fingers, here and here. Definitely got nipped 3 times. Wow, that was weird. What a crazy day on the Brave Wilderness channel. Well, I don't know if we can definitively say that bloodworms like to hunt in packs, but I'll tell you this. They sure don't mind sharing a meal, but man, that original bite, that was a serious, serious chomp from a bloodworm. It is absolutely swollen and very tender to the touch. I have a feeling I'm gonna be in pain for quite a while on that one. And I was absolutely correct. The bite of a bloodworm was no joke and ended up becoming one of the most painful experiences I've endured so far. Overnight, the swelling increased dramatically, and the burning around the bite spread through my hand and up my arm, nearly locking my wrist. Then, days after the initial pain subsided, I had a secondary reaction, where the bite zone flared up with an aggressive rash and itched at least twice as much as poison ivy. In all, it took 3 weeks to heal from the bloodworm venom, and I'm here to officially say the scary rumors of bloodworms are 100% true. This bee is ticked, and it is going to sting the heck out of me. 1, 2, 3. We are just outside of our lodging here at Mount Kinabalu in Borneo, but we have been seeing these massive bees flying around the parking lot and in and around the gardens surrounding this property. So I've got my bug net. I'm gonna try to catch one, ID it, and if it's interesting enough, we're gonna put it on the Brave Wilderness Bite Sting Index. Already starting to sweat. It is heating up, but that's what we want. That's what's gonna bring all the wasps and the bees out to forage. You need heat, you need sun. We've got them both. Oh, you see what I see? Big orb weaver. Oh, look, it's eating. It's in the middle of wrapping up some prey. You're careful, but I think we can step up on this. Yes. Whoa. Let's let it finish wrapping its meal, and then I'll attempt to catch the spider with my bare hands. And it's about as big as my hand too. Now these are called golden orb weave spiders because they have a golden hue to their web. Can you see it?
Oh yeah.
Oh. Another insect just flew into the web. Spider picked a great spot. Oh, she's backing off her meal. Gonna go in for the catch. All right, yeah. Okay, got it. Web's still intact. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah. This is a really good size golden orb weaver. Very hard to get a bite from one of these, but it's not unheard of. And I've been told that their venom can be super painful if bitten. Whoa. Look at how colorful its abdomen is. Oh my gosh, it's heavy. You can like feel the weight. Usually spiders feel weightless. Yeah, definitely a few grams on that spider. This is a big mama. This is likely a female, given her size. Out here chasing giant bees, only to come across a massive golden orb weaver spider. I'm gonna put this spider back in its web so it can finish lunch. Here you go, girl. Didn't even phase her. Right back to lunch. All sorts of bugs around. Just gotta catch the one we're after. Guys, we got giant bees right here. Roll your cameras, roll your cameras. Got this rolling? Okay. Right in the center. There it is. Oh, there it is. It's up there, I see it. I just got to go for it. Hold this, Asa. It's too thick in there. I'm gonna go around the backside. It's gone. Shoot. I didn't get it. Chased it all the way up here though. Okay, bees are out. Let's go back. I think they like those yellow flowers. Let's go back there, stake it out and see if we can get one. This is gonna be it. All right, guys, let's camp out back here.
Yeah.
Come on, guys, roll your cameras. Got him. Yes, huge carpenter bee. Beautiful blue wings, big bee. All right, here, let me get it into a container so we can get a better look. Yes, that is a really big and black carpenter bee. Oh my goodness, that is a super intimidating bee. And yes, they absolutely sting. It's time to go arm the stinger to find out just how painful it really is. There's our bee. Got our net. Doing the transfers. Gonna need a better container so you can see this bee a little clear. EpiPen. So every insect or arachnid I'm getting bitten or stung by could be potentially a life-threatening allergic reaction. Always got the EpiPen. I'm just gonna put that over here though. Hopefully we won't need that. This is gonna be pretty gnarly. Now let's get it switched to the other container so we can all see it better. The bee, let's see if I can get it gently. Calming down. There we go. This bee has calmed down quite a bit since we caught it. Still have the net on standby in case it does try to get away mid-sting, which has happened before. First thing I noticed, besides the size of this bee, is how hairy it is. It has these long hairs all over its bodies, especially on the legs, the abdomen, and the chest. Just looking at it, it certainly earns the local name, the broad-handed bee. This is a beast of a bee, but let's talk about this species real quick before I take it out of the container. This is what's known as a carpenter bee, and there are carpenter bees all over the world, and the reason why they are called a carpenter bee is because of how they reproduce. Instead of making a hive or a comb like a honeybee, these bees will actually chew into wood, make a pollen ball, lay an egg with the pollen ball in the wood, and then they'll close it off. And that's where the baby bees, the larvae, will hatch, eat the pollen, and emerge as adult bees to do the cycle all over again. But that does not mean that these bees don't sting. They absolutely sting. And get this, unlike a honeybee, they can sting multiple times. So this is more similar to a hornet or a wasp, where it can sting repeatedly. You might get swarmed at a picnic by yellow jackets or even honeybees, but these bees are solitary. They're not defending any hive or nest. But when I take this bee out of this tiny container, it's gonna start buzzing and it is gonna sting the daylights out of me. Now let's talk about how we are gonna rate the sting of this carpenter bee. We're gonna rate it, like always, on 3 different factors: intimidation, pain, and aftermath. And I can tell you right now, just looking at the size of this bee and how powerful it is, intimidation is gonna be a big score. Pain, I'm gonna be shocked if the pain of this bee gets below a 5. I think it's gonna wallop me. And then of course, aftermath is something we'll have to track for the next couple of days. Don't worry, you won't have to wait. We're gonna skip past through all the waiting. So at the end of this video, you are going to learn where this bee rates against all the other insects and arachnids, scorpions, spiders, things I've been bitten and stung by throughout my career.
I think we're ready for it, Mark.
I'm gonna put this net on standby for everybody. If the bee starts to get away, grab the net and grab it, whoever's closer, okay? I have a feeling I'm gonna be in a lot of pain. I don't know if we're gonna be able to like hold this bee for very long outside of the capsule because it is super strong. So I'm just gonna get right into it. The bee's starting to fly, so I'm gonna have to do it under the net. Okay. Now, like most flying insects, it's gonna go up first. Just be careful. Dangerous game of grab the bee. have it? I've got it. I've got it. Let go. Okay. Not my best hold ever. Let's see if I can improve this. You see that stinger going? Wow. Oh, it's big. Oh, that stinger is big. The abdomen here. Let's get a better hold. I got it, guys. Okay, now you can see why we had it under the glass. This bee is ticked, and it is going to sting the heck out of me. Wow. I'm not looking forward to this. 3 times the size of your average honeybee. This is always the hardest part, getting stung. All right, I'm gonna do it right here. Right here. You guys got a shot? All right. I'm Mark Vins, and I'm about to enter the sting zone with a giant carpenter bee. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh my gosh. Ah! Oh, it's hot. Ah. Oh. Got away. I see a little mark. Good news, bad news. The good news is I did get stung. The bad news is the bee got away really fast. And honestly, guys, that was so chaotic. I tried to recatch it, I couldn't. And you can see this welt coming in right here. I felt the stinger go in. I think I got a full sting, but I'm not quite sure. We've got a little bit of daylight left. I say we take the net. Let's go back down to those flowers, that front line of bushes, see if we can catch another bee and do the sting one more time. I just don't know if I got a full dose, and I wanna make sure. So let's go down real quick, guys. Now don't get me wrong, the sting of the black carpenter bee did hurt, but nothing could have prepared me for the bee that I was about to catch. Oh my gosh, that's bigger, right? Or is it my eyes?
Well, that's definitely bigger.
Okay, let's go back and do it. No fussing around. This bee is massive. It's so much bigger than the first one. It's gonna be even harder to hold. I'm just gonna do it. You guys ready? Did not expect to get a bigger bee. Oh, jeez. You hear it powerful? It is powerful. It's so big. Get down there. All right. One, 2, 3. Oh, wow, yeah. I did not get hit the first time. Wow. Oh, yeah. Did you guys see that sting?
Happened so fast.
Oh, yeah. I want to get away. All right. Just get this bee. Get up there, get up. All right. Didn't lose the bee that time, but it got me. That first one did not sting, guys. That first one definitely did not sting. You see the venom coming out of that hole? Oh, yeah. Ooh, that's burning. Oh. Big bee got me. Big bee got me. That bee's so big, it can't even extend its wings inside that container. It's too big for the glass. You guys see that? Oh my gosh. Look at the legs. I got stung by the beast. I'm glad we caught that second bee, because otherwise the Bornean black carpenter bee would have not gotten a fair BSI rating. We're gonna monitor this thing for the next day to judge the aftermath, but you don't have to wait a second. This is the official BSI rating of this giant Black carpenter bee. Roll it. On intimidation, this bee's massive size and huge stinger set my nerves on fire. On top of that, it was also incredibly strong and one of the hardest insects I've ever had to wrangle. For that, I rank it a 7.5 out of 10. For pain, the sting of the second bee was shocking and about 10 times as painful as the first. After the first sting, I wasn't sure if this bee was even worth rating in a full video, but after being walloped by the larger bee, I can safely say the giant black carpenter bee of Borneo has a very painful sting, and I was immediately humbled. So for pain, I give it an 8.3 out of 10. Now the aftermath of this sting, like most bees, was the worst part. The sting burned and itched for days and caused swelling so severe that it covered my entire forearm and down to my elbow. Oh, that burns.
At its worst, my arm felt like a water balloon ready to pop, so I rate the aftermath of this massive bee a 9.1 out of 10, giving the giant black carpenter bee of Borneo a total score of an 8.3 and rightfully earning a spot way up the ranks of the Brave Wilderness Bite Sting Index. All right, guys, I just got done night diving in Indonesia, and I cannot believe what we just filmed tonight with the Bobbit worm is mind-blowing. Total nightmare fuel, but super awesome at the same time. Check this out. You won't be sorry. We're starting our dive at dusk, and we'll be focused on the seabed in front of us. This is typically when the most interesting creatures are active. And right away, there's a lionfish. These fish are down here hunting right now, and those spines on its back are covered in a potent neurotoxin that can cause excruciating pain and even paralysis in anything it touches. These waters are absolutely filled with them, as well as their cousin, the scorpion fish. So anytime I make contact with the ocean floor, I'll be checking to make sure that I don't land on anything I'm not supposed to. Now, I've seen a lot of bizarre and nightmarish looking creatures before. I've been bitten by bloodworms, burned by a fireworm, and even stung by the infamous man-o-worm. But nothing makes my skin crawl quite like the bobbit worm. These elusive predators have built up a serious reputation over the years and even inspired monsters in movies like the ones in Dune and Tremors, both featuring killer sandworms that live underground that burst through the desert sand with their powerful jaws to attack and kill their prey. Those worms are science fiction. The bobbit worm you are about to see feed in the night is very real. Now, at this point in the dive, I had no idea I was going to find any bobbit worms, but these are the events as they unfolded, leading to that very moment. What we have here is a school of catfish. They use a very interesting schooling technique where they actually cascade over each other like a waterfall. They do this to take turns so they can stop and feed, but there's always another catfish to replace the front line. Grouping together like this helps ward off predators and makes the school of catfish appear like a much larger fish. All right, time to move on. Oh wow, look at that. I have never seen one of these nudibranch before. This one is actually called a bubble shell. It gets its name because of that shell right there at the center of its body. Now, these shells are different to the ones on a typical snail. They are thin, fragile, and too small to fit the entire animal inside. But it is absolutely stunning in coloration. Look at those bright blue edges. It almost glows out here in the darkness. Very cool. On night dives like this, you really never know what you're going to find. It's a very alien-like environment, and when you're out here in the muck, it almost appears like the lunar surface. And here is another really bizarre and unique creature. This is a cuttlefish. Related to the octopus, these sea creatures are super intelligent. In fact, some scientists believe they're more intelligent than their 8-armed cousins. Let's carefully swim up for a closer look. What's really unique about these creatures at first sight is how they change their coloration almost instantaneously.
Oh, look at this, it's moving into hunt. Oh, it almost got that fish. That fish was so lucky. Oh. The cuttlefish is turning right toward me. Look at that coloration change. Now, some scientists believe not only did they change their coloration as a camouflage technique, but they can actually communicate through the change in color and pattern in their skin. I wonder if it's trying to tell me something. Clearly it knows that I'm no longer a threat. It's hanging out. Let me just put my hand out right. Guys, this is too cool. This cuttlefish is so comfortable with us that it's letting me almost use my hand as a perch. Now, make no mistake, these cuttlefish are super fast and they could swim away in a split second if it wanted to. And it's likely just as curious about me as I am about it. Holy cow. I'm almost at a loss for words. All right, let's grab our dive rig and keep adventuring into the night. Wow. That's a pair of moray eels. This is one of the animals that divers need to be especially careful around because they are super territorial and they also have razor sharp teeth. If you stick your hand in the wrong place down here, you can take a pretty aggressive chomp from one of these large eels. And the biggest problem is once they bite, they don't let go. They can even spin into a death roll similar to a crocodile. We're gonna leave those two alone and keep moving forward. Now that is a porcupine fish, and a super colorful one at that. A lot of the porcupine fish that I'm used to seeing are more brown and gray in coloration. This one is more of a reddish maroon. And oh, I found something so cool. Guys, check this out. This is a bobtail squid. I've always wanted to see one of these. Now these bobtail squid really look like a little octopus because of their super long tentacles. They're almost the in-between between a cuttlefish and an octopus, but these bobtail squid are also super intelligent and extremely charismatic. It's trying to bury itself beneath the sand to hide away from our cameras. I see you. Look at it using its little arms to cover itself with sand and sediment to try to blend in. You can still see its little siphon is uncovered there. Wow. Whoa. Look out for those. Those are scorpion fish, and they are venomous. Related to the stonefish, these scorpion fish have venomous spines on the dorsal and pectoral fins. And if you accidentally brush into them, they can give you a really nasty sting. I know all too well just how it feels because I once took a sting from the scorpion fish
And I've tested
myself.
the sting of a man-o-war. Ah, man, that one nailed me. What is that? That's a bobbit worm. Oh my gosh. We gotta get in for a closer look. Those mandibles, look at those jaws, they are huge. If that's not a sci-fi monster, I don't know what is. And look at its skin. It's iridescent. It almost has a rainbow shimmer to it. And you could see its serrated jaws open and ready to clasp onto any would-be victim that crosses its path. And do you see those little antennae right by the jaws? Those are sensory organs, sensing the chemicals and vibrations in the water so it can detect prey and launch out for an attack. And with a body length of up to 10 feet, there's a lot more to this worm than meets the eye. And using all that friction that it has from that long burrow, it possesses incredible strength and can take down large fish as prey in a split second. Let's see if we can get the bobbit worm to snap its jaws for the cameras. Whoa! Oh my goodness. Wow. Now not only are those jaws serrated, but the bristles along its body are actually venomous. And the bobbit worm uses them as a defense mechanism. So it's not just the jaws you have to worry about. Oh no! The little porcupine fish followed us over. It must be attracted to the dive lights. That porcupine fish is very lucky to have escaped the bobbit worm. But that was pretty interesting to see it use its defense mechanism to puff up like that and to be successful with it. Whew, that got my heart racing. Let's wait here for a second to see if this bobbit worm can find any other prey. Look who showed up. The scorpion fish is coming to take a look. I wonder if the scorpion fish thinks this bobbit worm could be food. It certainly is creeping in really slow. Let's hang here for a second to see what happens. I cannot believe what we just saw. I think we're going to need to see that one more time
but this time we're gonna slow it down. You can really see how the Bobbit worm inspired the movies Dune and Tremors. Look at the sand bubbling. I can only imagine what's happening down there below the surface. That might be the most disturbing thing I have ever seen on any dive I've ever been on. Wow. Scientists are still uncovering the mysteries of this notorious creature, not only seeking to understand its behavior, but also its role in the environment. But one thing is for certain, these creatures are absolutely terrifying. Deep in the mountains of Chile, there is an insect so rare and so elusive that its sting is completely undocumented by science. And that sting belongs to the panda ant. And today, we're going to try to make history by being the first to find this panda ant, capture it on video, and then of course I will take on the sting of the panda ant in a world's first. This is gonna be like looking for a fuzzy needle in a giant wilderness haystack. It's time to get searching. Now this won't be your average hike. Only a few panda ants have been found in the wild, so we're going to have to search this entire mountain range to even have a chance at finding one. Okay, this looks promising. This open area has a lot of sandy, loose material, which is perfect for the panda ant because it likes to make burrows, and it also allows us to cover a lot of ground fast. Covering ground. That is the name of the game when you're looking for very, very small creatures. The more ground your eyes can scan, the more likely it is you'll find what you're looking for. We're hearing water down below. In the desert, water is life. Let's try our luck in a different environment. Found the water. Ah, it looks so good. If you were ever stuck out here in the desert, this water would be absolutely life-saving and perfectly fine to drink running this fast. A little bouldering. Just seeing water is a boost of energy. Oh, I feel so good. It's good that we're seeing these flowers. Panda ants feed on a diet predominantly of nectar, so these flowers, good indication we have a food source. There's definitely more life down by this river. Finally feels like we're starting to close in on the panda ant. Seeing these smaller wasps, that makes me feel really positive. I think the trail is heating up. I'm starting to see yellow jackets. Good sign for us right now. This is the insect watering hole. But look at that one. See that one that's chasing the others off? It's got like a panda-like abdomen. You seeing this? You seeing this? The male panda ants have wings. Let's keep moving. Have to be getting close. Oh, whoa, look at all these. Just got to this trail and there are all these burrows. I can't say whether or not these are definitively panda ant burrows, but they're the right size and right shape and in the right place. Finally feels like we're starting to close in on the panda ant. Panda ant right there. Oh! Woo! We got one! Holy! Oh! We were literally just about to give up. It's not a big one, but that is a Panda Ant, baby. Let's go. Yes! Ah! Got one. But our luck wouldn't end there. As we prepped our presentation and captured the first ever video of this fuzzy little panda, something even more incredible happened. Got another one. Hold on. Get in there, go. They're so fast. So fast, this one's kind of small. I don't want to get stung. Not yet anyway. There you go. Yes, 2 Panda Ants. Holy cow. And this one really looks like a panda. Wow. Not 1, but 2 Panda Ants. This is such a rare opportunity to film this world famous creature. There is almost no footage of this species. In fact, this is likely the first 4K footage the world has seen of the Panda Ant, the world's smallest panda. The first thing I noticed about these creatures were their size. They are teeny tiny. Look at the little capsules that we had to bring with us for this presentation. But not only are they small, they are fast. I cannot believe we actually were able to get them into the containers. It's not likely that we're gonna be able to get very much B-roll of them walking around. All it would take is a small little hole or crack in the ground, and they are poof, gone. They got their name, the Panda Ant, because of that black and white fuzzy exoskeleton, which of course I keep calling them an ant, but they are not an ant at all. They are a species of wasp, and the wingless ones are actually females. The males of this species have wings, but the females do not possess wings. But what they do possess is the largest stinger to body size ratio of any insect in the world. They're related to the cow killer found in the southern United States, another species famous for its massive stinger and painful sting. Both have fuzzy exoskeletons and are classified as velvet ants. However, unlike the cow killer, the effects of the panda ant venom are completely unknown. And with that, it's time to take a closer look at their defense mechanisms. They don't just look like pandas for our amusement. They've developed this coloration to ward off predators to say, hey, I pack a punch, I have a lot of defenses, and you will regret it. Now let's talk about another defense mechanism. Let's bring the microphone in there real close. You hear that? That's called stridulation, which is a high-frequency warning pitch that these insects are able to emit. And we're not just boosting the sound. This insect's actually noisy. I can hear it. Look at that. Swinging the abdomen already. Might get to see an appearance of that. Oh, that stinger's coming out! Compared to body size, that is a super long stinger. It will have no problem popping a stinger through my skin. Now remember when I said earlier, this is probably the first 4K footage of a panda ant. Let me also tell you, this is about to be the first ever documented sting of this species. No one has taken the sting of the panda ant. Going into the sting zone with the panda ant is truly the great unknown. I have no idea what kind of reaction I'm going to have, so we brought a couple of emergency remedies. Of course, our satellite phone. If I go into any kind of anaphylactic shock, we will use this for emergency distress calls. In addition to that, I always bring a first aid trauma kit. And in this trauma kit, I always have an EpiPen. That's pretty much our only remedies if this sting gets really bad. For the first time ever, it's time to go flesh the stinger with the panda ant. That stinger is flying. That is a very big stinger. I would say the stinger is the entire length of the lower abdomen. All right, it is time. I'm Mark Vins, and I'm about to enter the sting zone with the panda ant. Here we go to the great unknown of the world of stings. 1, 2, 3. Yep, stinger's in. Stinger's in. Oh, I dropped her. Where'd she go?
Oh, it's here.
Definitely stung me. Maybe over the wall? Yeah, let me see.
They're so fast. And they blend in perfectly. Where she can't have gotten far. Look around.
Here, I'm gonna look over here.
All right, yeah. Keep looking, keep looking. Oh no! Oh! Well, unfortunately, I dropped the ant. She definitely gave me a sting before hightailing it out of here. We've got 2 distinct sting marks. I would say it's probably similar to that of a hornet, but luckily for us, we have one more ant. In fact, this is the one that looks most like a panda. So, it's time to see if the world's smallest panda packs a potent punch. Gotta get a good grip. I know it looks easy, but it is so hard to get a good grip on these tiny little panda ants. There we go. Okay, stinger's going. 1, 2, 3. Ah! Ooh, yeah, okay. Definitely took a really good sting and a bite. See this panda's jaws locked into me? I think this panda ant's bite is worse than its sting. Definitely getting little micro stings. This tiny panda ant just might not be big enough to deliver a full punch. Okay. Well, you can see here, I got 2 really good stings from the ant that got away. And then I probably have, I don't know, like a dozen little micro stings. I left it there for a while, but there was 1 or 2 really good ones. Oh my God, there it is. Got it. We just found the first panda ant. Wow, I cannot believe it. What am I supposed to do with you? You ran away, and now you're back. Should we try to get like another wallop? All right, well, gonna go for another sting. I don't know if I got a full one that first time around. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Yep, got me. It's biting me. Ant stinging me. Got a good one there. Okay, yeah, all right. Really not a remarkable sting, even though we're getting a lot of redness and little micro swelling around those sting sites. This might have been the world's cutest sting. The sting of the tiny panda ant is no match for its growl. All right, let's let this little panda back into the wild. While the pain was manageable right after the sting, the secondary reaction roared back the next day, where I had redness, swelling, and a relentless itch. I'm going to attempt to use this little stick to try to get a bulldog ant for our sting test. All right, got our forceps, small container. Now we just need the bulldog ant itself. I'm going to lightly disturb the entryway. Oh, here we go, got him already. That makes me nervous. The ants are starting to swarm. You see how big they are? This is like a volcano of ants. Oh gosh, almost got me. They're getting on me. All right, I'm gonna have to get our ant fast. Here we go. I got it. Yes. Oh man. Oh. There we go. We've got one. That is a really good sized bulldog ant. Starting to swarm a little too much to hang out here. Let's go reposition away from the nest so we can get a closer look at one of the scariest ants in the world. Australians fear these massive ants because they attack in swarms and without warning. If you accidentally disturb them, you can be covered in just a matter of seconds. Bulldog ants can be found all over Australia and often build nests in people's yards and local parks, which is exactly where we discovered these ants. This particular species is one of the largest, growing to over 1 inch in length. And of course, for this sting test, we wanted the big dogs, so we can compare how they rank against the legendary bullet ants of South and Central America. Now it's time to find out which is worse. All right, guys, it is officially go time with the bulldog ant. Look at the size of this insect. Size-wise, I would definitely say it gives the bullet ant a run for its money, but appearance, this ant is second to none when it comes to intimidation factor. But before I test the might of this insect, let's get it out of the container and take an even closer look at those jaws and its stinger. All right, here we go. Well, it's already jumping out. I want to be very careful right now. And they are so aggressive. Look at that, it's already biting on the forceps. I'm just gonna try my best to get a good grip. And I'm getting nervous, gosh, hang on. All right, I gotta get it on the ground. Here we go. Unlike other ants, they don't really react to scents and pheromones, they react to sight. So anytime I try to grab it with the forceps, it sees that I'm coming. There we go. Okay, perfect hold. There it is. No animal has been requested for a sting test more than the Bulldog Ant in the history of Brave Wilderness. And now I can see why. Wow, I have never seen a more terrifying looking ant in my entire life. Let's start at the top. Look at the size of those mandibles. They are like serrated shears attached to these bulbous eyes, almost like a vice grip, just ready to snap and pinch on to anything it can touch. Look at the eyes of the ant. You can really see how much it reacts by using its sight. Look how it turns its head to the different ways that I position my finger around it. And then, of course, before we get to the stinger, I just have to say, look at the size of those legs. Because they are visually stimulated, they use their extremely long legs to extend quickly and flick themselves onto any would-be predator, earning them the name jumping jacks. And then, of course, we can see the stinger flying already from the abdomen. Like other stinging insects, only the females can sting. This is actually a sentry or a soldier ant tasked with guarding the front of the nest. And you saw, with just the slightest disruption, a fleet of soldiers came flying out of the nest, ready for attack. They got all over my boots and nearly took a sting right away, but we saved the sting for this moment in the video. The sting of this ant is said to be one of the most painful experiences that you can get from any animal here on the continent of Australia. Some even argue in the world. The biggest difference between bullet and bulldog ant stings are the toxins they use. Bullet ants use a toxin, which is slow building and can last for days, where bulldog ants use formic acid that causes instant pain. And when these ants swarm and cover people by the dozens, they have the ability to take down a fully grown adult. Holy cow, she's looking at me. Oh my gosh, look at that stinger go. I have a feeling this is going to hurt. I'm Mark Vins, and I'm about to enter the sting zone with one of the most terrifying ants on the planet, the Australian Bulldog Ant. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, oh God, you see the stinger going in? Yeah, that's a good sting. Yeah, it's really got its stinger in me. Look at it, stinger's in. All right, put it back in the jar. Oh, that hurts. All right. Oh my gosh. Woo! Oh my goodness. Yeah, that burns. That is a super intense sting. Oh my gosh. Okay, hang on. Let me compose myself. Oh man, that was like instant fire underneath my skin. So much more like potent than the bullet ant. But I can tell you this, the bite was really nothing. Didn't really get a good grip on with those jaws, but it certainly got its stinger stuck in my arm, and it getting a little dry now. Hang on, my adrenaline's kicking in.
You okay, Mark?
Yeah, I'm all right, I think. All right. Geez, it's also hot out all of a sudden. All right, I think I'm good to continue on. All right. Oh, you bulldog. All right, see that stinger site? Got a little bit of a acute swelling, maybe some residual bumps, and it definitely burns. I would say the initial onset of the sting, it was like a lightning bolt, way more intense than a bullet ant. But I can tell you it's already starting to subside a bit. But wow, that is a rip shot of pain. Man. Really getting dry mouth, guys. Did you
EpiPen in your backpack?
It is. I've got my EpiPen, don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't need it yet, but got to monitor and make sure my tongue's not swelling up or anything. But holy cow, that sting is like a hammer. It's like somebody literally just took a hammer and went wham! Instantaneous pain. Not even a small delay. As soon as the stinger touched my skin, boom, it was on. Oh, I hope you enjoyed that one, because I don't think I want to go arm to stinger again with that intimidating little ant. Now, I am not out of the woods by any means. I'm gonna continue to monitor this sting over the next 2 days. I can tell you this, a single sting from a bulldog ant so far does not compete with the bullet ant. Unlike the bullet ant that just started to build and build and build, I'm starting to really get past that initial wave of pain. And now I'm just really more dealing with the after effects of adrenaline. Starting to get that like queasy stomach, cold sweat, and just simple nausea that I usually get after taking a sting. But a swarm of bulldog ants, I would estimate, could take even the most pain-tolerant person to their knees. All right, I think I'm gonna need some ice. Ugh. Sure enough, things got a lot worse. Just hours later, the redness and inflammation flared up and were joined by an intense itching that lasted for several days. Compared to other stings I've taken, this one was a sleeper that turned into a monster. Bulldog ant stings are known for their instant pain, so I was shocked when I was hit with these delayed reactions. While I did not experience the 24 hours of deep bone break pain that the bullet ant gave me, oh, that hurts. That is searing pain. This was far from an ordinary walk in the park. In fact, as of the editing of this video, my arm is still discolored and healing. If I were to have been swarmed and stung like the stick in the beginning of the video, it would have been a very bad situation. But now I know exactly why Australians go so far out of their way to avoid the jumping terror that is the bulldog ant.
Guys, in this video, we are out searching the rainforest at night in Western Borneo. This location is known for having some of the most unique animals on the planet. And our goal for tonight is to locate as many of them as possible to get up close to the cameras. Let's get searching. If you're out looking for creatures anywhere, the best time to do it is at night. Can you see the blue eyes? All right, we've got a blue-eyed, angle-headed lizard. It's a type of dragon, but you can see it's got some super eccentric details. It's almost like it has a wacky hairdo with those spines up and down the back, but it's sleeping right there on that limb. We're just gonna leave it alone. It's a little too high up anyway. Let's go. When you're out night herping, best tool you can have, headlamp. Headlamp or flashlight. The main purpose of using these lights is to illuminate the forest, but also really to get that eye shine popping off the eyes of all the nocturnal creatures that live out here in this jungle. Oh, we got something right here. Let's see if I can get it to climb onto my hand. Another strange creature of the night. We have a spiny stick insect here. This is just a juvenile. It's not a very big one. And look how it just remains completely still. Thinks it's camouflaged on a branch. But you're not. I see you. Wow, just like pinched me with its feet. Ah! Spiny. Ah, spiked me with those sharp legs. It's got spines all up and down the legs too. All right, we've had a good look. Let's put this spiky stick back on the plant. All right, guys. One of our spotters out here hiking with us tonight just signaled that they saw something on. What do we got? Oh, perfect. Yes. This is awesome. Okay, guys, it's staying put. This is great. I can probably just get right next to it. All right. Look at the size of this amphibian. You guys can get closer.
long as I don't touch it, it's gonna stay right there. Can you guys see it without my light?
Oh, perfectly.
Okay, look at how big that leaf frog is. Now this is a Wallace's flying frog. Its feet and the webs on them are so big and wide that it can actually fly through the canopy as a glider. Okay, I'm gonna attempt to pick it up. You guys ready?
We're ready, Mark.
Okay, here we go. Oh, wow. Okay. Check that out. How cool is that frog? Let me see if I can get it to just crawl on me. You seeing that?
Oh my gosh.
Oh. Get him back. Gotcha. Don't worry, buddy. We just want to see how cool you are. Don't worry. I'm gonna put you right back on your stick. The pads on the feet, in case you're wondering, are super sticky. It feels like sap on the bottom of its feet. Super tacky, and that is gonna be good for climbing all of the wet leaves and sticks out here in this rainforest. But of course, in addition to climbing, this frog can glide. The Wallace's flying frog has such large hands and back feet pads that it can soar through the canopy. Now that is one really cool leaf frog, and that's coming from someone who's seen a lot of frogs. The Wallace's flying frog here in Borneo. Let's put it back on its branch and keep searching for other creatures of the night. Too cool. All right, so sometimes you can find mammals. There's like tarsiers that live out here. There's all kinds of cool, unique stuff. And of course, this being our first major trip to Borneo, everything we find is brand new. Oh, got something on this branch. Oh my gosh, guys, come look at this. You guys have enough light to see what this is? Okay, what we have here, guys, is a dead leaf mantis. What you're looking at right there is actually a praying mantis that looks almost identical to a leaf. But let me see if I can get it to climb up on my fingers. Oh yeah. Now you can see it. Whoop. Oh, it's a hopper. I would not expect a mantis like this to fly, although I'm sure it has tiny wings. It's definitely well adapted to look just like a leaf. Now there are actually over 2,400 different species of mantis on the planet, but this one has to be the coolest I've ever seen. Now you can really see that it's a mantis. Before, when it was on the leaf, it was inverted and you couldn't see the arms, perfectly camouflaging it as a dead leaf hanging off that plant. But as much as it looks like a leaf, it is not dead. It is very alive, and make no mistake, this is a mantis. It is an assassin. It is out here looking for prey, and they are relentless, and they're highly intelligent. You combine that with being excellently camouflaged, and you have a very formidable creature. That is cool. Oh, beautiful. Now this is a fully grown mantis. This is as big as they get. Oh, hello. It's looking right at me. You're not gonna hop on me, are you? We're trying to get the shot. Look that way. Oh. It's going for my pants because it's the same color. I've been spotted. We see you. I mean, you can even see on its back just like the striations of the leaf and like the dead spots. I mean, it has so many little particular details that make it look like a leaf. A truly remarkable adaptation. Andrew, have you ever seen anything like that?
No, that's so well camouflaged. I don't know how you saw it.
Well, I saw it because it's on this bright green leaf, so it wasn't the best spot to hide for this leaf mantis, but you could see if it was down here in the leaf litter how it would just disappear. Actually, let's do that. Let's let it go and put it in the leaves and see how it just disappears. Ready? Look, just put a few leaves around it. Just like disappears in the leaf litter. And can you imagine if it was dry? Like here's a dry leaf. I mean, look at that. Unbelievable, huh? So cool. All right, I've got to get a picture with this. Gonna get my phone out. Not often you see a mantis as bizarre as that one. You know, I've seen a lot of interesting mantis over the years, but I cannot recall one as cool looking as this. In today's video, we are searching deep into the jungles of Borneo, on the other side of the planet, looking for some of the most prehistoric creatures that still are alive today. I'm talking about creepy crawly animals that could have lived right next to the dinosaurs. And if we're lucky enough, we might even come across the grail animal, the animal that I want to find the most, the Trilobite beetle. All right, you guys ready? Cool? Let's get into it. Come on. I'm gonna be looking for stumps, old rotten logs, flat rocks, things that we can flip that might conceal some of the creatures that we're trying to find. Let's make our way down here to this creek. Right. Nothing. Let's go over here. Oh. Really thought when that started to move, that was gonna be a home run. All right, so we're making our way deeper into the rainforest here at Kinabalu. Ooh, big earthworm.
Whoa! Oh, that's a monster.
Yeah. Hefty. It is not squishy at all. It is really like super tough. Here, Andrew, feel the It's getting slimy.
Whoa!
Isn't that crazy?
Super slimy. Oh no!
This worm just took up. Oh, look at this grub. Ugh, even better. Check out that bad boy. Oh yeah.
Oh!
Oh gosh. Thanks, buddy. All right, I think we're done with this grub.
This was one gross log.
Yeah. Let's keep going. I know the Trilobite beetle is out here. We've just got to find it. If you're ever out flipping in any environment, whether it's rocks, logs, leaves, whatever it might be, always be considerate and try to replace the environment just how you found it. Watch your step there, major roots. Oh my goodness. Guys, look at the size of that millipede. Hang on, let me see if I can get it. Now some of these can emit a really nasty odor, so I don't want to spook it. Let me see if I can get it crawling on my hand. Look at the length of that millipede. Probably approaching 5 inches in length. And millipedes, of course, get their name because of all those legs. Millipede means 1,000 feet. Borneo is actually home to the longest millipede in the world. Now, I don't need to worry about this millipede biting me. The only thing you really need to worry about when it comes to millipedes are their toxicity. Some of them are poisonous, but they do feel really strange. Feeling all those little legs grip onto my fingers and crawl across. Andrew, stick your hand out real quick. I wanna show you what this is like. Let's put it on your finger. Don't worry, it won't bite. There you go. What's that like?
Whoa! That's crazy feeling.
They have amazing grip. And they use that grip to climb up and over logs and terrain out here in the rainforest. Well, that's a good start to our adventures here in Borneo. Let's go find something truly unique. Come on. All right. So far, so weird. We're finding all kinds of cool stuff. This environment is perfect for a Trilobite beetle. They love tropical forests just like this, with tall tree canopies that allow very little light to reach the ground. No, nothing. No Trilobite beetles yet. I really thought we'd see one by now. Covering a ton of ground. Probably hiked at least 4 miles already. Oh man, look at this snag. Oh, here we go. Another kind of millipede. This one's even cooler than the last one. What you're looking at is an armored millipede. They're called armored millipedes because you can see the segments of its body have these pronounced ridges, making it look like body armor. This is something that you could imagine seeing in the time of the dinosaurs. It looks like a living fossil. And here's something really cool about these armored millipedes. Let me show you. If there's ever a situation where this millipede feels threatened, look at what it'll do. It rolls itself into a tight little ball, and you can see how all those armored plates that are really rigid can protect the soft underbelly. Starting to must. Smell that. Actually, doesn't smell that bad.
Whoa, it smells sweet.
Right? Like cherries. I'm not kidding, guys. This millipede smells like those red cherries that come in the syrup. What are they? Maraschino?
Maraschino cherries.
Maraschino cherries.
That's exactly what it smells like.
I can't believe that. I expected it to smell like musty and foul, but it actually smells kind of good. If anybody knows, tell us in the comments why this millipede is putting off an odor that makes it smell like cherries. So weird, but so cool at the same time. All right, guys, well, I would say this adventure is heating up. Every creature we're finding is getting more and more bizarre. Let's put this armored millipede back and keep heading down trail. Sometimes when you're flipping, you forget to just look. So I try to always make a rule of like 3 flips, observe. Oh, wow. Got a bit of a break in the canopy here. A lot of light. Oh, look at that hole. Bet something lives in there. Whoa, look at this log snag. Oh! Guys, I got something right there. Here, can you throw this in my backpack real quick? I'm gonna need both hands. Put your cameras right there. We got a Trilobite beetle. Hang on. Nobody move. Got it. Got it. Yes. Yes. Oh my gosh. We got one. Huh. Yes. Dude.
Oh.
Trilobite beetle, baby. Woo! Oh man, I am pumped. If you guys are wondering, and if you can't tell, this never gets old. Finding a new creature for the first time, this is why I do what I do. This is what I love about making videos on Brave Wilderness, discovering creatures like the Trilobite beetle. Wow, I feel like a little kid again, guys. Okay, first of all, it is a beetle. I know it looks a lot like the millipedes that we found earlier on this adventure, but it is not a millipede. And it gets its name because it looks like a trilobite, which of course trilobites have been extinct for hundreds of millions of years, and we only know them by their fossil remains at this point. Now, I've actually dug up trilobite fossils in Utah before that were over 500 million years old. And I have to say, those fossils really do look like the trilobite beetle that you see here today, especially those upper body segments. This is nearly a living version of an animal that looks like something super prehistoric. Right away, first glance, you're thinking millipede. Then you see how it slinks its body along, and you're like, man, is that some kind of worm? Is that some kind of larva? It kind of looks like a helgramite like we've seen along the streams in North America, but it's definitely not. And then you go to the tip of the head there and you see that tiny little head with its beady little eyes and its 2 little antennas sticking out. Look at its abdomen, guys. It almost moves around like a little inchworm. It has like a little foot at the back of its tail and just beep, inches along. As it's crawling around, of course, I feel the little tiny legs making contact with my skin, but I'm also getting this like wet sensation. And I've noticed, I flip it upside down, that little foot. Yeah, that little pad right there, it's wet. I can feel it slinking across. And I don't know if it's like laying down a track of pheromone or what, but it's cold and it's moist and it's weird. It's very weird. And they're very rigid. It's got a cool feel. Andrew, you gotta try it. Whoa. See what you think. Whoa, it's like she has a suit of armor on. Totally, and it is armored. That is a defense mechanism because look at how slow she moves. This is not a fast creature, so it's gonna rely upon that armor to ward off predators. Also, the aposematic coloration. I'm gonna guess that this insect has a pretty foul taste. And what's even weirder than its appearance is how different it is from its male counterpart. Let's take a look at the male version of this Trilobite beetle right here. What? Are you kidding me? And here's the thing, guys. Scientists were puzzled by this for over 200 years. When this creature was first discovered, they could not figure out what the male of the Trilobite beetle looked like. In fact, it wasn't until the 1980s that a scientist actually followed around one Trilobite beetle for days and days and days, and it saw them mate. That was the only way scientists were able to find out the male version of this species, because the female is just so unique. And not anything against the male version of this insect. Cool looking beetle, right? But nothing is gonna top the cool factor of this female Trilobite beetle. And this is probably gonna go down as one of the strangest creatures I will ever get to present to you on Brave Wilderness, the Trilobite beetle. Yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this one as much as I did. I'm Mark Vins, be brave, stay wild. We'll see you on the next adventure. All right, let's go, whoop. Let's go put this beetle right back where we found it.
Over the years, I have been no stranger to experimenting with stings from the world's most painful creatures. But after surviving a horrible stonefish sting in Australia, I thought the worst pain I could experience had been set. That is, until this video. The bark scorpion is the only scorpion in the United States that is known to possess a potentially life-threatening sting. Every year, hundreds of cases are treated in hospitals all throughout the Southwest. So as much as this video will be shocking to some, it's an important lesson on how to identify this dangerous scorpion if you ever find yourself in this terrifying situation.
So the sun has completely set, and you can see how much area I can cover with my blacklight. Now, the reason I am using the beast, as we call it, as a tool for tonight's search is because, like almost every scorpion on the planet, the Arizona bark scorpion will glow green underneath the blacklight. Now, this flat area, not a bad place to look for scorpions. You can find them here, but the best place to look, down in the wash, which is just ahead. Let's go this way. So this is a scorpion hole. No scorpion, but see how it's long ways? That's from the pinchers coming out this way. That's a big scorpion den right there. Got a scorpion right here. Scorpion. Can't tell what kind it is, but I definitely have one. See it right here? Right there. I'm going to carefully move around here. Oh, it's on to me. Got him. All right. Yep, it's gonna pinch me a little bit, and then before it calms down. Okay, look at that venom at the tip of the tail. Ah, let go of me. Ah. I've got a good hold. Look at that. I mean, unmistakable, right? Like you are not gonna miss something glowing out here in the desert that color. But unfortunately, this is not the bark scorpion that we are looking for. This is actually a very small desert hairy scorpion, one that I have already been stung by. Oh, you're pinching me. One that I have already been stung by for the Brave Wilderness Bite Sting Index, but this is a good sign that there are scorpions on the move. Let's put this little desert hairy back down where we found it and keep searching. Bye, buddy. Got a scorpion. Oh. Don't spook it, don't spook it, don't spook it. Got it. Oh my goodness. Bark scorpion. Bark scorpion. Look at that. This is the most dangerous scorpion in all of North America, and one that has actually been responsible for human deaths. Okay, get it in jar. Relax. Woo! Okay. I cannot believe we found it. We were about to give up and head home for the night. Sure enough, this is the scorpion that I will now go up against to show you what it's like to get stung by one of the most feared arachnids in the world, the bark scorpion of the United States. Let's go set up the sting table. Here we go. That is the real deal, the bark scorpion. When it comes to scorpions that can be potentially dangerous and even life-threatening, the bark scorpion is the only scorpion that lives in the United States that's considered potentially deadly. And if you're wondering if I'm nervous, I am terrified. This sting pushes the limit. I hope I can make it through this one, guys. This one could be bad. I'm gonna take the scorpion out of the container so I could show you some of the key identifiers to know if you're looking at the Arizona bark scorpion or not. Okay, here we go. There are three main things you want to look for. See how the claws are very elongated. They're not powerful. They do not hurt. They can't really pinch you like a giant desert hairy scorpion could. Yeah. These claws are very delicate, and they just use their claws for eating. They're not using those claws to capture their prey. What they are using, though, is their extraordinarily potent venom. If you look at the tip of the tail, the telson is what it's called. At the base of the stinger, the bark scorpion has a tooth. See that little notch? I can barely see it with my own eyes, but it's there. And that's how I was able to confirm this is a bark scorpion. No tooth, no bark. The third and most practical way to know that you're dealing with the bark scorpion is just by observing how you found it in the first place. Here we go, watch this. See that? Ran right underneath this piece of wood, hanging upside down. And these scorpions like to hide like this, guys, out of sight, inverted, underneath objects. So you can see here easily why people often get stung by bark scorpions. You're doing yard work, you pick up a piece of wood or a rock, you don't see the scorpion, you accidentally grab it, bam, you're stung. And what's worse than that, you often don't even see what stung you, but you sure can feel it. Now, it's time for the moment that I have been dreading for over 15 years, ever since I started coming to the Sonoran Desert. Quick PSA, I feel obligated to tell you, like I always tell you, but this one, guys, I'm very serious. Never attempt to recreate what you are about to see. All right, guys. Here we go. I hope I'm going to be okay and that this is just very painful in terms of an experience, but there's a chance that this might be the one, this could be the one that sends me to the hospital. Like we always do for the Bite Sting Index, I'm going to rate the sting of this scorpion on 3 different factors: intimidation, pain, and aftermath. I am intimidated, very much so. The pain, I believe, is going to be very severe, and for aftermath, this could be a high score. My heart is beating out of my chest. I absolutely feel fear right now. This is for real, I'm doing it. I'm Mark Vins, and I'm about to enter the sting zone with the Arizona bark scorpion. I am terrified. On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, that's terrible. Oh, whoa, holy smokes. Oh, 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 I gotta put it away. I gotta put it back. Oh God, that's so bad. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Oh, 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 oh. Ah! Oh my gosh, guys, it's so bad. It's just my whole hand's numb. My whole hand is numb. Radiating heat. It's like it's so painful. Oh my gosh, I have never felt instant pain like that. I thought it was gonna be bad, but I did not think it was gonna be this bad. Oh my gosh. Oh, more painful than stonefish. It's more painful than bullet ant. It's way more painful than the bullet ant. Oh.
Wow, we have a new king today.
Oh gosh, it really burns. It really burns to touch. It's so tender. So tender all through my finger. Oh gosh, and it hit me like I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for that. I was not ready. I was not prepared for it to be this bad. Oh, it's getting worse. It feels like my whole hand's just like wanting to like curl up and seize. My whole finger is like almost like going paralyzed. Ah, that hurts. Oh, and it's swelling bad. Look at that. Look at my finger swelling up. Ah, yeah. Oh my gosh.
Never in my life have I felt a pain so shocking and so jarring. And what's crazier is the build of this sting was the first time I seriously thought about going to the hospital. In over 10 years of making videos on Brave Wilderness, I've never had to go or even thought about going. But this sting gets scary. For intimidation, this scorpion gets a huge score because it is well known for being the worst and most dangerous scorpion in North America. No other scorpion even comes close to being as feared as this one, and for that, it gets a 9.8 out of 10. For pain, I know I've had gnarlier looking stings before, like the bullet ant and the tarantula hawk that made my arm flare up right away, but this one was worse by far. It was like being struck by a lightning bolt of pain that made me jump up in the air and my whole hand shocked into numbness within a matter of seconds, leaving behind a pulsating pins and needles electrical fire in its wake. Simply put, it's a solid 10 of 10. For aftermath, this is where it got bad. The electrical pins and needles in my hand got worse, almost too painful to even touch. And then it started to spread. First up the top of my arm. Then my whole arm up to my elbow went numb. And that radiating Charlie horse pain got worse and worse and worse. And as the pain started to creep past my elbow, I thought I was certainly going to need to go to the hospital. And I'll admit to you right now, I was terrified that I had finally pushed it too far. And I told myself, if it gets to my shoulder, we're going. But luckily for me, it stopped just short. And after about 12 hours of numbness, it retreated back to my elbow, and by the next morning, it was only radiating in my hand and wrist. All in all, it took 4 days to regain feeling in most of my hand, but my finger and thumb took a full week to recover. So I'm sure by now you've guessed it, the aftermath was also a 10 out of 10, giving the Arizona bark scorpion a total BSI score of a 9.9, which easily dethrones the bullet ant and making it the brand new king of sting.
Lizard, right here. You guys rolling? Whoa, check that out. Look at that. This is a shingleback. Wow, what an amazingly cool lizard this is. Let me see if I can pick it up carefully. Oh, don't want to get bit. Don't want to get bit by this guy. Hang on. Look at that defensive display. Whoa, got a lunge. Oh, he is a feisty one. Oh, do you hear that? Hear that hiss? Got him. All right. Here, let's come on in close, guys. That is a really good look at their defensive display. I was hoping we would come across one of these lizards here in Western Australia, and there it is, our first reptile of the trip, the shingleback. The first thing you notice about this animal is that tongue sticking out, flaring its tongue out, saying, hey, I'm feisty and I will give you a tremendous bite if you get any closer. You can see the size of those mandibles, and it does have razor sharp teeth. Let's talk about its name. The shingleback gets its name because of its armored plating. Look at those scales. They are raised up and very thick, like an armored little tank. Here, Andrew, feel the back of that.
Whoa, he's super tough.
He's super tough. An extra tough lizard that utilizes its scales to ward off predators. Those armored scales would act like a plate, a barrier, to hopefully protect it long enough to scurry away. Now, some people would call this a shingleback, others would know it as a bobtail. It gets the name bobtail because of this little nubby tail on the back, which has a couple of purposes. The first purpose is it's a defense mechanism because it's a false head. So if there's a predator like a hawk or a snake that comes in and tries to eat this lizard, it might accidentally go for the wrong side because it looks a lot like its head. And that would be good for this lizard because it would give it a chance to get away. Now, another purpose for that bobtail is it's a fat store. Being out here in the desert, water is scarce and energy can be scarce. So certain times of the season, while this lizard can be hibernating, it relies on the fat stores in its tail to survive. Now, these lizards are a species of blue-tongued skink, and while their tongue isn't as bright as their cousin, the eastern blue tongue, I think their armored appearance makes them the coolest of these spunky Australian lizards. I want to be very clear, I do not want to take a bite from this lizard. It has very strong jaws because it is an omnivore. It feasts on a diet of snails and beetles, so it requires strong mandibles to crush those shells up. And I don't want you to crush my finger, right? Because we're gonna be friends, because I'm gonna help you out too before the end of this video. These lizards can be found while road cruising out here in the outback. They are often victims of car strikes because they like to stay on the road to get warmth. They are ectothermic, so we're gonna help you cross the road, buddy, don't worry. But we're also gonna help you out with something else. Now, one of the things that we can do is to remove some of its parasites. You see that right there? Let's get a tight shot. These reptiles are known to be covered in ticks. So anytime we encounter an animal with visible parasites like leeches, barnacles, or ticks, we always do our best to try to remove them if possible. In this case, removing these pesky bloodsuckers will cause no pain to the lizard and will certainly help its chances for survival in this harsh desert environment. This is a little bit risky right here. Getting my fingers super close to those jaws. Got him. Oh no. There's more. Ugh. Hang on, buddy. We'll help you out here. Guys, there are so many ticks on this lizard. That one was in its left ear, and the ticks do like to go for the softer part, so ears and in between the scales. I'm gonna try this one out. Here we go. Yeah. Gotcha. There we go. And there is another tick. See? That's what friends do. We remove ticks from each other's ears. You would do the same for me, wouldn't you? Yeah. Now, this is not a tick that would burrow into a human, but they can actually get about 20 times this size by engorging themselves with the blood of these reptiles. I've actually found a tick on another shingleback before that was the size of a grape. Ugh. Disgusting, right? Ugh, we don't want ticks. I think I got the main ticks off of you. Got him. Got him. They are all stuffed in his ear. How did you get so many ticks inside your ear? Oh gosh, guys. There are so many ticks in this lizard's ear. You guys are gonna wanna get a shot of this, it's gross. Ugh, look at that. Dude, where have you been? All right, no more ticks. I think I got them all out of that ear. I'm sure that feels a lot better, huh, buddy? Now you can hear again. All right, the sun's coming back out. He's getting a little feisty. Let's see if we can get another look at that iconic defense display, that tongue splaying out to warn any predator off. All right, I'm gonna try to put him down carefully, not take a bite. Ready? You guys got your shot? 1, 2, 3. See that defense display? Whoa! He is fast. Yeah. Hey, we're still friends, don't worry. Oh man, they are feisty when they want to be. Oh, not messing around, are you, buddy?
Too close. Gosh, he bit down hard.
Oh, guys, look at that bite. We were trying to get the thumbnail, and I was using my hat to shade, and he's totally bit my hat. Oh my gosh, it is strong. I don't think it's gonna let go. You would not want to take a bite from this lizard. Holy smokes, it is just bulldog grip. Let's see if I can just put it down and it'll let go. Give me my hat. Who do you think you are, Jake Paul? Got my hat? Can I have my hat back, sir? Please? Are you kidding me? Thank you. Thank you for my hat back. Okay. Wow. You would not want to take a bite from this lizard. It is a bulldog. That is a bite that you would not soon forget. So cool. Out here in Western Australia in our first encounter with the shingleback. I'm Mark Vins. Be brave. Stay wild. We'll see you on the next adventure. All right, let's put this one across the road and continue on our way. See you later. All that you can see here behind me in this clearing is a giant nest of leafcutter ants. There are hundreds of entry and exit holes all over this mound. Below the surface here is a catacomb of maze-like pathways that are home to this leafcutter ant colony. Now this colony will be made up of different size ants. Some of them are small workers, and then of course at the other end of the spectrum are large soldier ants. Those are the ones we are after, because today we are officially going to rank the leafcutter ant on the Brave Wilderness Bite Sting Index, the BSI. The BSI is our official ranking index for all insect and arachnid bites and stings. The rankings are made by testing 3 factors: intimidation, pain, and aftermath, all of which are combined for a total score you will find out at the end of this video. I have been bitten by these ants before, and I can tell you that I have yet to encounter another insect of this size with this powerful of a bite. Ah! This one could rack up a heck of a score. But before we actually get bitten, we have to find a soldier ant. You can see here, look at this. There's a lot of leaf scraps that have been dropped by these ants. They're literally going out into the jungle, cutting the leaves, harvesting them, and then bringing them back here where they will grow a fungus that makes their food. But that is not the job of the soldier ant. The soldier ant has one job: defend the nest at all costs. And that's why they have the biggest and strongest jaws. Now, in order to find a soldier ant, all we have to do is make a little bit of disruption or vibration near the openings. It's almost like knocking on the door. Anybody home? We're looking for someone to give me a chomp, and they will defend this nest with their lives. There's pretty much no stopping the will of a soldier leafcutter ant. So I'm just gonna go around here, agitate the ground. This looks like a good hole. And with enough tries, we should see some of these soldiers show themselves in defense of the colony. Oh, right there. Get your cameras right there, guys. Look at that. Huge. Wow. That hole just exploded with soldier leafcutter ants. Look at that. Okay, it's time to get some. You guys ready? Ready. There's no good way to do this. You just got to get in and grab the ants. Here we go. All right. Missed it. Okay. Oh, they're already on my boots. Oh, they're swarming. They're swarming. They're all over me already. These ants are crazy how fast and elusive they can be. All right, I'm gonna have to hit the ground some more. Get some more big ones out. Come on, boys. Let's go. Right there. Got one. Yeah. That's a good one. Oh, it's a beast. I got two. Got two so far. Here we go. Here's the big boy. Oh, that one's huge. Ah, he's biting me. Oh, he's got me. Ah, ah. Oh, no, not yet, not yet. Ah. I already got nailed. All right, come on. All right, we got three so far. Three so far. All right, let me, oh, there's a big one. There's a big one. Come here. Oh, even the little ones bite. Okay. All right, I've got four ants. One more. Let's try to get out some more bigger ones. Here we go. Come on. Where are you? Oh man, they are all over my boots. Look at this. Look at this. Get a shot of that. They are just attacking me. Here, let's get away from this ant. Wow, guys, we're getting swarmed. We are getting swarmed. Holy crap. Okay. Okay. Let me. Oh man, they are so strong. They're hard to get off your boots. Look at that one. Get out of here. Okay. They're all over my shoelaces. These are all my bootlaces. Okay, guys, check your pants. Oh, you got one on your shoe. Oh, geez. Ow! Yeah. Just got nipped. Little precursor to what's coming next. And in case you're wondering, yes, these ants are absolutely capable of breaking skin and drawing blood. Ah! He's got me! Ah, that one's already got me. Ah! No, not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet. Ah! Ooh, all right. Dang.
We gotta get out of here. They're all over the boots.
All right, well.
Get out of here.
All right.
Like, pull the lace up.
Hang on. All right, that's 5. That's 1. That one nailed me. Dang, that got me good.
Oh man, there's one on your boot.
Oh my gosh, all right guys, we're getting swarmed. We gotta get out of here. All right, let's go. Man, I'm bleeding. All right, oh my gosh. Whew, that always gets your heart racing, trying to catch these soldiers. Look how big they are. Those are some seriously aggressive ants. When they storm out of their nest, there's only one mission: attack. I'm just getting nailed on the ear. Just got hit on the ear. Whew. Gosh, can never catch soldier ants like these without taking a few bites in the process. But oh, you got one on your boots right there. Right on your boot, right there. Man, those leafcutter ants, these soldiers, barnstormed out of that entry point, and they meant only one thing: inflict as much pain as possible on all these intruders. And they sure got us a few times. But in the end, we got 5 really good size soldier ants. And one of these will officially be the ant that I let bite me, so we can rank the jaws of the Costa Rican rainforest for the Brave Wilderness Bite Sting Index. Let's go set up our bite table. No joke, I've literally found these ants chomped onto my clothing months after our trips to Costa Rica. They make it all the way back on the airplane and through the washing machine because once they bite, they don't let go. All right, bite table set. We have our soldier ants. We've got a set of entomology forceps. Before we get into this, I'm going to need to tape up my finger because that ant back there annihilated me. His finger keeps just bleeding all over me. Whew. We've got ourselves 5 soldier ants that we are going to try to pick the biggest one to be the official ambassador for the Bite Sting Index of the leafcutter ant. What do you guys think? I think maybe this one.
Oh, there's a big one.
Think right here in the front? Yeah, I think that's the one. Ah, man, the other ones are great. There it is, there it is, there's the one. That's the one. Oh, man. All right, there we have our ant. Get a better grip on it. Scraping the damn. There. Look at the size of the jaws of that ant. These ants do not sting, they only bite. Some ants both bite and sting. The leafcutter ant is just a bite, but I could tell you no other ant I have ever encountered in the entire world, after 10 years of traveling making content for Brave Wilderness, have I encountered any ant that can bite nearly with the strength of the leafcutter ant. I mean, there's not even a close second. And the reason for that is look at the size of the head of that ant. And not only is the bite strong, the bite is also sharp. They are like a set of butcher knives, shearing together to chop away at anything they can grab onto. And as for intimidation factor, I would have to say for ants, this intimidation is very high. This ant is gonna get a very good score right out of the gate. I gotta go through it again. Gosh, dang it, I am not looking forward to this. I know exactly what I'm in for. This is gonna suck. This is gonna suck really bad. Okay, yeah, and get this, when these ants bite, you either have to pry them off or just wait until they let go. So this isn't like a one chomp and then we're done. I'm gonna leave the ant on to gnaw away until it walks off, because if not, I'm gonna have to pry it off and that could do even more damage. In fact, indigenous cultures used to use these insects as sutures, where they would take the ants, let them bite, and then rip the head off, because once the ant is locked down, it has to choose to release. If it can't choose to release, it stays on there. So yeah, we're just gonna let the ant do its thing and chomp away until it feels like it's done the damage it can do. And I have a feeling it's gonna be pretty serious damage. All right, you guys ready? Like, I've done enough talking. I wanna get this over with. It's time to put the soldier leafcutter ant on the bite sting index. On 3, ready? I'm gonna put it right there. 1. Oh man, I can sense it just wants to chomp away. It wants to gnaw onto me. It's gonna slice through. You can do it, you can do it, you can do it. All right, on 3. I dropped it. All right, let me get it back, let me get it back. Don't lose it, don't lose it, don't lose it.
Don't get bit yet.
I know. I'm getting lightheaded a little bit because I know it's coming my way. You guys are wondering if I'm getting used to this by now. Yeah, I know what it's like to get bit and stung by a lot of stuff, but every single time I do this, there's like a wave of anxiety and adrenaline, and I'm feeling the nerves, and I'm about to feel the chomp. Here we go, on 3. 1, 2, and 3. All right, it's not good. Man, I'm getting lightheaded. Hang on a second. Oh.
Are you okay, Mark?
Whoa. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. All right, I got this. It's on 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, he's got me. Yeah, I just popped through. It feels like it's cutting my finger off. Are you done? Are you done? Oh my gosh. In case you're wondering if I was faking that at all, probably have to blur that out because that is a lot of blood. I'd say that was a good test. I don't know how much better of a test that we can do here. I'm gonna clean off our ant here because he's covered in blood. Hang on a second. Look at that. Look at that. There's another demonstration of strength, like we needed another one, but this ant, so powerful. Get off there, bud. Come on. Okay. All right. Well, I'd say we have ourselves a pretty good official bite test with the leafcutter ant. Man, I hope that's the last time I have to do that. Tell me in the comments what else you want to see on the BSI. But before we go, let's give the leafcutter ant an official score. For intimidation, the speed at which these ants move and the numbers by which they swarm, and just the general sheer size of their razor-sharp jaws are as impressive as they are terrifying. So I give the leafcutter ant a 7.5 out of 10 for intimidation, which is big for an ant. And on that note, I have to acknowledge that we've received some feedback that intimidation as part of the index is too subjective and that we shouldn't weigh it in as much as the other factors. Guys, I have to completely disagree with that because I can tell you, once you see what's biting you, or in my case, what's about to bite you, your emotions are triggered and it absolutely affects the pain you're about to experience. So yes, size matters and so does intimidation. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Okay, now back to the score. For pain, well, I have yet to react to any test as much as I have the leafcutter ant. So for immediate pain, I have to give it a 9.5 out of 10. And yes, that score surprises even me to say it out loud, but I mean, come on, look at this. Finally, for aftermath, this is where the leafcutter ant does offer a little relief. Although very painful at first, the wounds end up feeling like super deep paper cuts and almost immediately subside. So just as long as you clean them out right away, you should have very little inflammation or chance of infection afterward. So for that, I only give the aftermath of the leafcutter ant a 3.5 out of 10, giving the soldier leafcutter ant an official BSI ranking of a 6.8. All that to say, ouch. But yes, venom matters big time on this index, and without it, you just can't hang with the big dogs.
If you enjoyed that episode, make sure to search for the Brave Wilderness channel on YouTube so you can join me and the crew on our upcoming adventures.